Many of you have been asking, Matt, when are you going to make 6th Gen Camaro content? That is today. Today's video is sponsored by Lethal Garage Synthetics. If you guys didn't know, I have been an AMSOIL dealer for almost 10 years. I run AMSOIL products in all of my vehicles across the board. Performance cars, my diesel truck, the family wagon, my buddy's golf cart's running AMSOIL. And it's one of those things where oil is too cheap to not change your oil enough. Now, what is AMSOIL? It is the #1 most trusted oil on the market. It's a full synthetic, and what sets their product apart from everyone else is not only is the oil synthetic, but all of their additives are synthetic. They make engine oil, rear gear oil, transmission fluid, stupid silicone grease spray, so when you're putting your slip fit exhaust together, you know, pre-assembly lube. AMSOIL has it all, even oil filters. If you guys are looking to do your own oil changes or purchase your oil to bring to someone else to your oil changes, hit that link below, support the channel, become a part of the Lethal family at AMSOIL. All right, we're back in the garage. This is the first time I got Lethal in a position where I'm gonna be working on it. It's been a hot minute since I've done a lot with the car. I mean, I do take the car out and heat cycle it, get some miles on the wheels, tires, get the fluids flushing through the transmission and everything, so she's not just sitting doing absolutely nothing. She's still with us. It's been a hot minute. Lethal is still very much lethal. And I believe today, so I got a donor. So as you see, I have the Roto-Fab Big Gulp on my Whipple Supercharged setup. The last time Lethal was on the channel, I shared about a rat encounter we shared. And the rat destroyed so much crap in this garage. It got into the car. I had to do a lot of wiring fixes and stuff like that. And the reason why I wanted to pull Lethal out today is the last time I took her out, actually the last 2 times I took her out to warm her up and all that stuff, I had a weird water leak coming from the front. And so it was clear fluid, and my inner chiller fluid is orange. So it's very apparent when it's that. I thought it could have been a methanol leak. Smelled it. It's obviously not. Methanol has a very distinct smell, and it's just water. So my radiator has a mixture of a water coolant that's clear. It's not just straight water. It's like a, what do they call that? 50-50 mix, antifreeze and coolant mix. And today I let her sit and warm up for quite a while, and well, there's no water. There's no water drip. Don't mind that water staining. That's from this losing power and draining out. So I think it's going to be one of those things where I have to get like a 2-post or 4-post lift, find someone that would allow me to get my car up and really just check it out. Actually, you know what? I have my quick jacks. So these will get it 21 inches off the ground. I might be able to get those under the car and clear the tray that's on the bottom to swing that down and just really look under the car to check it out. I think I'll have to give that a try. I'm not going to do that today, but one thing I do want to do is replace the last little tidbits of that rat chewing up pieces of the car. So in this instance, this is a regular Roto-Fab box piece. This is the Big Gulp one. It's the same material. I just have to cut this one down to size. And I think I might even be able to have it sit a little more custom than this one, because like if you look at how this edge is, it's not pretty. So I think I can cut this at an edge and bring it all the way down so it like looks like it terminates into this metal top. And I can probably run it all the way over to here and create a nice seal all the way across. I mean, it's never going to be fully sealed because it's opened everywhere, but I think that's where we're at. But before I do that, I'll do that and we'll come back and see how that looks. Let's just check out the Lethal Camaro. It's been a minute. Actually, I wonder, where's my key? Where's the key? Here's the key. Fuel pump and inner chiller firing up. We'll put it in I always forget how loud this car is. sounds pretty dang healthy. I am kind of curious though. Might just be my ears not hearing the Whipple for so long, but it does sound a little more marbly than normal. Maybe I'll take the hat off and just check inside. Give that a once over. I think like, I don't know how long coolant fluid and stuff like that, or like the interior fluid should be sitting in there. Like maybe I'll take the front clip off and just do a full drain and, you know, replacement of fluids in that regards. Like the oil was changed not that long ago. Obviously oil can get contaminated with fuel dripping down, with leak down and all that stuff. So might be time to do another oil change, even though it doesn't really have that many miles on it. But I have done quite a few cold starts and quite a few just short drives. So unfortunately, when you do that, like well, for one, if you just jump in your car and drive it and you don't let it like warm up, you do get a lot more fuel in your oil. I mean, not as much as, let's say, like an old school car, because the tolerances on these cars are a lot tighter, but you still do get leak down. So it's kind of like a common side effect. If you're running E85, your oil almost starts turning like a coffee brown color instead of black, and that's a telltale sign of water and fuel in your oil. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this this new piece on, and let's see if we can customize it to fit a little bit better. So cut it down to size. I got this at an angle, but it didn't want to sit right, so I did get some of my weather stripping glue from my second gen. What did I just do with it? Oh, left it right here. So I just got some black super weather stripping gasket adhesive. Stuff's pretty good. We'll see if that holds, and see how the lid closes once that sets up. It dries pretty quick, if I remember correctly. Give 0 time frame. No time. I think it's set up. It's looking pretty good. No more teeth marks here. I had already patched up quite a few other areas on the car. A lot of wiring. Actually, I want to see there. Yeah, we had gotten a new. It's on the old PCB. Turn set up. It's all looking good. Our wires down here are still clear. No major issues. Well, I think that was one last item. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that water drip, find out exactly where that may have been coming from, but this video turned out to not be what I had hoped. I was hoping I would be tearing apart stuff and finding an issue, but it doesn't seem to be the case. But dang, these body lines, they just still look so good. I love the 6th Gen Camaro. I do. I really don't want to part ways with this car, and I hope I never have to, but I had too many kids. I can't afford a bigger garage at this point in life, at least not currently. So until I can get a bigger garage, I can't add more cars. And hearing that GM may be potentially bringing back the Camaro again, at least it's in the phases of potential approval, and I'll have more on that here shortly. We'll see. But I do have this bad boy to install for my 71 Camaro. So the trunk on that Camaro is held up by a torsion spring, and the torsion spring sucks and doesn't actually hold up my trunk. You can actually see it's, well, you probably can't see because it's so far away, but it's partially popped right now because that's just how it sits. And I'd like it to stay open if I want it to be open. This supposedly will allow me to do that and fix my problem. So it's a billet piece, and from, I believe it's from Eddie Motorsports. Yeah, it only says it in big blue writing all over. I've had it for a while, totally forgot that I bought it, and now it's time to install it. So that will come in a future video. But outside of that, I have details on the future of Camaro. I have some installs for the 71, and I'm going to try to find a lift or bust out my quick jacks, and we can start digging into lethal and find out exactly what's going on. So there you go, second video back. I know it's probably a snoozer, but I'm getting back into it, guys. I'm sorry. Live with me here. Follow along. There's going to be some good content coming. Until next time. See you on the road.